But last week we got the 2025 sailing season underway by leaving our winter moorings in Rota in the very south of Spain and sailing down to Barbate, deep into the heart of orca country really. We spent a few days there and I have to say Barbate really pleasantly surprised me. It's a lovely place. The countryside, the scenery around about is delightful. There's no tourism. It's a very Spanish town. And I was very fortunate that we met some other cruisers there, one of whom had rented a car, and I got the opportunity to go out on a hike deeper into the country, not just along the coast. So I'm going to start off this week with a couple of short excerpts from hikes. The first one where we drove into the hills, just a short bit from that, and the second one is a hike that Hazel and I did along the coast, along to Cape Trafalgar, where the famous Battle of Trafalgar occurred. Well, out to sea obviously, didn't happen right at the Cape, but in that vicinity at least. Battle of Trafalgar country.
Yes.
It's cork trees. This one's been harvested, cork oak. Look at that, that's the cork. And that is the cork oak tree. Very cool. So we're out on a hike with Sophie and Mark. Sophie's French-Canadian, Mark's an English delivery skipper. We're out on a hike in the sticks. It's really lovely. Here's a project for you.
Hey?
Look at this place.
It's on, mate.
Yeah.
You have some blistering summers here.
Yeah, it could get warm.
No water.
It's a sarcophagus.
C'est pas dégueulasse.
Ah, dégueulasse. So we're going to try and do the walk along to Cape Trafalgar as a pathway, a hiking trail. Yeah, 10k each way, so 20 obviously. Good. And lovely weather for it today, as it always is here, I think. Not too hot. Oh, I mean, 20 degrees or so today. Ideal really. Got a few sandwiches and yeah, go and have a look at plants. Exactly. Go and have a look at Cape Trafalgar and all of that. There's a big rosemary here. Reef of some sort out there by the looks of it.
I think it's the net.
Is it the net, the tuna net? Okay. It does. I don't remember seeing the reef mark there, so it's probably you're right. All in bloom. It's absolutely glorious. What a time of year to be here. Hey?
Oh,
Look at that. It's big sort of, yeah, sort of Hollywood. Got this rock wall here and it's just covered in, well, plants generally, but an awful lot of rosemary. So you can smell the rosemary as you walk past it. It's glorious, isn't it? What a great country. Beautiful.
The coastal pine. You see it here a lot
Alright.
in this region of Barbatek.
Yeah.
But otherwise it's apparently not too common.
Okay. The coastal pine.
That's what I think I understood from the sign.
From
I
the
might
sign.
be wrong.
So Trafalgar. This is the road. It's been reclaimed by the sand. There's a couple of little patches of asphalt sticking out of it. Must be a good 3 or 4 feet deep in sand in places. There's a little bit of road. Cape Trafalgar. It's where it all happened, where the English under Nelson, or the British perhaps one should say, defeated the combined French and Spanish navies. I think the combined French and Spanish had 30-odd thousand crew on board. I think the English had about 17,000. You can see the currents doing some stuff here, Hayes, can't you?
Yeah.
What a spot. So I'm just leaving the harbour at Barbate. The first of the tuna nets is visible. There's one just outside the harbour entrance, but we can come inside of that, which is nice. Well, no other traffic around that I can see. You see that yellow buoy over there? That's the harbour end of the tuna net. Extends out a couple of miles, or a good way at least. We're coming inside of that and then working our way down the coast. Sticking in tight. Had a great evening yesterday, vegan paella evening with the fellas and ladies from Sea Shepherd, who you may know, a charity that are out, and they're here, they're monitoring the orcas, they're collecting data on their whereabouts and their behaviour, and so we had a good talk to them about the orcas and what's the best way, and basically they said the usual things: stay shallow, stay under 20 metres. There are 2 necks down here, between here and Tarifa, that we've got to go around, but apparently there's no issue. You know, it takes us out deeper, but the orcas don't go around there, they say, so it's quite reassuring. They're doing great work out there, lovely people as well. That was really good. Bit of swell from coming in around the harbour wall right here. Should settle down in a bit. Should be pretty calm today. I fear we might be motoring a bit, but a couple of presses on the autopilot. But we'll see. Hopefully we get a bit of breeze through the Straits of Gibraltar, and we'll see how we get on. With a bit of luck we'll get into the mid, which will be mega exciting. This is the tuna net here, the first of them, very clearly marked. They're all marked like that. It'll be wonderful. See, we sneak around the inside of that. All good. These are freezer ships, so the tuna are caught, loaded on there, frozen instantly, and well, rumour says that they're shipped straight off to Japan. I couldn't confirm that, but it may well be true. It's not exactly the weather you associate with sailing in southern Spain, and progress has been really slow so far, but at least with this rain there's a little bit of breeze. It's forward of the beam, well forward of the beam, we're hard on it, but picked up our speed a bit, which is great. Hopefully the rain stops soon. So we've made it around the tuna net and sailing now. Winds is light, it's on the beam, making 3.5 to 4 knots. It's not fast, but just sailing, got the darn engine off. Apparently on the VHF there's been an orca into action, but again it's out there, and I don't really know why sailboats are going through prime orca country out there in deep water. They're mad in my humble opinion, but we are working at to get around the net we had to come out deep. I'm in 132 feet, what's that, 40 odd metres isn't it at the moment, and working our way back in again now. You have no choice, but the orcas, we were talking to, as I said, to the Sea Shepherd guys, they said the orcas are mainly 5 or 6 miles offshore, so a good way out. So all being well, touch wood, we're out. Africa! All of that along there is Africa. Cool. So we've just cleared the last of the tuna nets, the one at Tarifa. I'm just going past it, actually I can see it alongside, heading for the lighthouse of Tarifa that I just showed you. Africa clear as a bell over there. Over there, Africa as clear as anything. Amazing. And lots of ships heading up the strait. So once we round the corner here at Tarifa, we're in the Strait of Gibraltar, sailing at 4.5 knots or so, a bit over. Obviously current favourable and going very well. You see I've got a reef in the foresail. I've been warned by quite a few sailors that when you round the point here at Tarifa the wind picks up, and it's quite believable because it's the nozzle. So I've got a reef in the foresail just in case. We will have to jibe around the corner as well, so that'll take some control. But yeah, getting ready for that sort of, yeah, starting to chop up a bit. Pretty wild looking water around here. Into the Strait of Gibraltar. Straits of Gibraltar. Wow, that's pretty gnarly around Tarifa there. But, then the water all flattens out. We're sailing at 6 knots, reef in each sail, and so far so good. Long may this continue. But I'll tell you what, today in the Straits of Gibraltar it is heavenly sailing. The water's essentially flat. We're doing 5 knots, beam wind, 1 reef in each sail. Have a look. It's delightful. Gibraltar coming into view. Wow. Feels like a real achievement actually. The gateway to the Med. The Rock of Gibraltar. Amazing. My, this is a busy bit of water. Look at all these ferries going to and fro, Gibraltar to Morocco. So I've reefed both sails and I've got the engine running just to give me manoeuvrability. It's very, very busy. Ferry coming out there. container ship going in, container ship going out, 2 other ships coming in, those have just come out. It's pretty stressful. Don't know what's going to happen with this ferry at the moment, nor those 2 that are coming in. I'm going to keep a careful eye. Well, that was absolutely full on. 2 ship avoiding manoeuvres in reasonably big waves, winds, you know, force 4 to 5, not shocking, but yeah, exhausting and a bit stressful. But have a look at this. That is the Rock of Gibraltar, and we are sailing into the Mediterranean. Tapatya sailing into the Mediterranean. Woo-hoo. Sailing in the Med. It's good. Well, I have to say I'm actually pretty stoked having got this far, got into the Med, new sea for Tapatya, and it really feels like quite an achievement, the whole thing, you know, from the boat build and having sailed this far, and the boat obviously has achieved this, stood up to the rigours of getting this far. It's really good. I'm very, very pleased. And the Med, of course, has got all sorts of exciting potential. We're here on the coast of Spain at the moment, but clearly lots of other very exciting countries. Italy, Sardinia we're looking at, which is part of Italy, clearly. Tunisia, Albania, Montenegro, Croatia, Greece, Turkey. Some pretty exciting places that hopefully we'll get to explore, at least the majority of those. So yeah, really looking forward to spending a bit of time in the Med, poking about, exploring, seeing what we can find, and obviously recording the videos and trying to show the excitement of that. We'll see how that goes. Anyhow, there we go. That's it for this week. Thank you for watching, and of course a massive thank you to the lovely people who support us via Patreon, PayPal, and really do make these videos possible. I'll see you next time. Bye.